Rovers, of course, with 3 good wins. They've scored over 100 points. Bradford with only 1 win. And a nice day for it, Alan?
Yeah, it's nice, although it's just beginning to drizzle a bit. It might make the ball a bit slippy, but nice to see one of the big teams here again. And mixed reception from Northern there, certainly from the old car, giving a bit of a stick, but I think after last year's game, I think everybody will be just wanting to forget about it now and get on with their game. You know, it's after last year's match, it seems strange that the 2 teams involved should be drawn out of that together, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. And of course, the papers seem to have written us off for this tie, don't they?
Well, that's right, and really on the evidence of the previous matches, then one must take Old KR, but we've known Peter Fox and his lads change 1 or 2 minds before, haven't we?
We have, yes. Yes, he can do things. And of course, the sad news is that Harry Womersley, one of the directors of the club, died recently, and of course the teams will be going out for a minute's silence in memory of Harry. Great servant to Bradford Northern. I've known him for a long time. That's in 1961. Certainly knew his football. Harry, one of the directors for the Reformation in 1964. And there'll be a 1 minute silence now in memory of Harry Womersley. Teams for you then. Bradford Northern, Keith Mumby, David Barhams, Stevie Firth, Gary Hale, Steve Pullen. Half-backs, Dean Carroll and Retfern. Forwards, Van Bellen, Noble Atherton, Phil Jackson, welcome back to Phil, Graham Idle, Alan Rathbone, and the substitutes, Jazovic and Sanderson. Hull Kingston have Robinson at full-back, Gary Clark, Mike Smith, Phil Hogan, Steve Hubbard. Half-backs, Hartlett and Walsh, and the forwards, Holstock, Watkinson, Crooks, Kelly, signed from Wakefield, Casey, and we all know, David Hall at loose forward, and Lydiat and Lowe. Don't know Clark and Lydiat.
Clark, Alan, is the Great Britain Colts winger. Went down Australia along with Mark Fleming and the rest of the Colts during the close season. He's made quite an impressive start with the first team. I think he's got on the 4 or 5 tries already, and Roger Millward keeping him in, whilst Peter Muscroft, the experienced winger, counter winger, is still on the sidelines. Lydiat did play the back end of the last year. In fact, I think Lydiat subbed the last time the 2 teams played.
Yeah.
So he's an experienced player. Nice to see Len Casey back. He's a big favourite while I was at Odsal Allen.
That's right, he was, yes.
100% good after everybody knows Len.
Yeah. Today's referee is Mr. Mean, and the linesman Mr. Mason and Mr. Booth. Rovers on top form at the moment. There's a wind right to left as we look at the pitch, so Bradford will be playing into the wind the first half. And the ball's away. Hogan tackle just short of the 25, just outside the 25. Roy Holstock trying to make progress. Walsh, the scrum half, Casey handing on. Smith trying to make inroads into the Bradford defence, tackled by Alan Retfern. And Rose moving the ball left. Casey, the ball's on the floor, it's picked up. Play on, said the referee. Casey again, first man and handing it out. Steve Crooks taking the ball on the halfway line. Rathbone and Idle tackling. Rovers again moving the ball. Robinson coming into the line, but tackle on the 6th. And of course the winners play on Wednesday, Alan. Bradford ball to Steve Firth. Juggling about. Wasn't a good pass from Alan, really. Steve not really expecting that. And this is where a little bit of inexperience comes in.
Well, that's
Steve
right.
Should have made up his mind for Alan and gone.
That's right, and Alan dropping Steve off immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to get back what you're talking to, Alan. Yes, Wednesday, the winner of the York Battler match today is play the winner of the Northern LKR today. Yeah.
Hubbard then kicking for touch down this left-hand side, puts it into touch just inside the Bradford 25. And there's a long ball. Rovers wanted to move it wide. There's the long wide ball. And here's a chance. Rovers loses the ball. Mumby picks up. Rovers trying to get it out wide. Gary Van Bellen taking it in, crosses the 25 line. Hogan waving for some support on the short side. Rovers a little bit short, but Bradford have gone the open. Graham Idle taking it forward. Good run from Graham. Here's a switch. Dean Carroll kicking for touch. It's going to run, but it won't get there. Hubbard picks up on his 25. Carroll into the tackle. Hubbard plays his ball. Good tackle from Mickey Atherton.
Tackled Alan.
Crooks with the ball. Walsh wanting to move it. Hall, nice ball out. Holtstock's well tackled though. Good tackle by Dean Carroll again. Kelly making ground every time he gets the ball. Here they come again. Dummy. Casey trying to put somebody down the middle. Well tackled just over the halfway line. Second scrum of the match. It's another Bradford ball. Retford on the run. Mumby into the gap. Mumby dodges Robinson. A good run. A bit more positive there. Mickey Atherton driving it in. Rathbone, Carroll, Jackson trying to slip it on the Rovers 25. Retford having a run. Couldn't quite get through. Tackled by Watkinson. Dean Carroll kicking for the corner. Just too long. And we didn't need to kick there for third or fourth tackle. I can't just work it out.
No, I think we should have held it. Just try to get a bit of pressure. We won the first two scrums, Alan. We should have just trying to take one in the 25.
Watkinson with a tap. Holtstock on the run, gets his ball away. That's inside. Smith crosses the halfway line. Nice move from Rovers. Hall taking it forward, slips his ball away to Casey. Casey to Kelly. It's play on. It's squirting about, and it's Rovers' ball again. Bradford just missing an opportunity there. Noble should have just steadied himself and got the ball. Crooks. Well tackled. Holtstock down the far side. Well tackled by Hale and Retford. Smothered the ball. Walsh out, Hall slips it inside to Kelly. Walsh again, Hall. There's the one up and it's a knock on. Robinson picks up. Referees let it go. Last tackle. Hall again tries, good tackle from Van Bellen. Didn't really sidestep, he just ran into it, I think.
That's right. Ulke Havlin standing very well back and the big forwards coming on the burst. But tackling so far has been good.
You've got to get up and meet them.
That's it. Was unfortunate not to pick a loose ball up there, but that's how it goes.
Ball's out. Retford to Mumby. And that's the third strike from Noble. Mumby gets away. Over the 25. Jackson. Van Bellen. Rathbone having a tilt. Close to, pushes one man off. Over the halfway line. Retford, Jackson. Gets it away to Atherton. Atherton on the run. And Bradford looking better. Idle. Picked up by Van Bellen. Van Bellen knocks his man, slips it to Stevie Firth, but he's got men on him. Last tackle coming up. Carroll. White to Jackson. Jackson gets the ball away. Retford, Mumby and Hale. And that'll be a scrum down. Certainly it didn't look a knock-on to me.
No, it certainly looked as though it went backwards.
If it was going to get anything, some outside.
Northern forward showing that they can do the running there, Alan.
Yeah,
some good attacking running there.
And Phil Jackson making a difference, slipping his ball.
Oh yeah, he's looking different again.
And the ball's scrabbled about. What a mess that is, but I think Bradford have got it. They have. Retford's got it. He picks it up, plays it. Rathbone, Dean Carroll trying to jink his way through. Bradford could do with some points. They've had a lot of possession. Van Bellen. Tackled by Watkinson. Noble, Retford slips it inside.
Oh!
Held. Crooks
again.
Crooks fell.
All last year with the same thing, did Crooks.
And it plenty of time to tackle him properly.
No need for it, Alan. This is how the game started last time. It was the same incident, Crooks loose arm, and if I remember rightly, it was Chris Parrott last time.
That's right. So that'll be a penalty to Bradford. So it's Dean Carroll then. 9th minute of this match. Trying to get the first points on the board. Kicking against a stiffish breeze. Distance no trouble at all. But the wind can just move it a little bit. Certainly taking his time to place the ball correctly. He's happy with that one. And it's fallen down again. Ball's in place. Take your time, Dean, nice and easy. Strikes that well, that's right through the middle, that's a good start for Bradford. So, Crooks justifiably punished for a head tackle. Bradford not looking overawed, Alan, really?
No,
they've had possession.
Looking, they're playing well, the lads, yes. They've made just as much headway as Ulke Havlin now with the ball.
Walsh to restart, knocks a long one down, that's going to Barons. Barons picks it up. Takes it to the 25. Atherton to Van Bellen. Van Bellen. Tackled by 3 Hull KR players. Retford to Atherton. Allen backing up well there. Couldn't get the ball away. Noble having a run. Atherton, Rathbone, run, Allen. And those are the sort of silly mistakes. We're better just running with it.
Yes.
You know, we seem to make.
Yeah, Allen there.
Errors.
Yeah. He'd overrun himself with Allen there. Instead of just taking the tackle and trying to make something out of it.
Yeah. Hull KR must be due for one, and here it is. Offside given against Dean Carroll. Hubbard's coming up for a kick at goal, I think. And that was unnecessary, Dean.
Well, I think it was unnecessary, Alan, but by the same token, I think Dean will have been told that if they win the ball, we've got to stand up on these, not give these 3/4 a chance to run.
True.
Because I think we are a bit short in the middle backs, and I think Dean was just a bit eager to do the job he's been asked to do.
Well, this should be easy for distance anyway with the following wind. Just a question of accuracy. Hubbard's been kicking well. Time he missed one. Looks good, straight through the middle. And on 12 minutes, Rovers equalised, 2 points all. So we're back to square one. Dean Carroll with a kick. Oh, and it rolled over as he kicked it. Hogan plays it with his foot. Tackled by Carroll and Noble. Plays the ball quickly. Watkinson, Walsh. Walsh knocks one downfield. That won't go into touch. Mumby's having to make a lot of ground. Picks up. Graham Idle there, driving it forward. Van Bellen knocks one man away. There's the switch, but Rovers caught offside. I think Watkinson felt that tackle from Gary Van Bellen.
It's Crooks actually, Alan. Yeah,
He's Gary his arm a bit and rubbing his.
Gary dipping well into his man there, really getting his shoulder behind. And if you do that just a bit more often, you know, because he's such a big lad, and
that's right.
You know, it will move people if he dips into them.
Yeah. It's when he's standing up, isn't it? That he's vulnerable.
That's right. When he runs in open.
It's Keith Mumby into touch then. Bradford just inside the Rovers half. Gary Van Bellen in again. Watkinson. Holds stock there. Barons picks up, having a tilt. Tries to run through Hogan. Noble, Idle, Retford. Switched inside to Jackson. Jackson can't get his ball away.
Coming too early.
Noble, Van Bellen. Dean Carroll slips one. Nice little run from Dean. Atherton. Backed up by Graham Idle, and that's what we want. Last tackle coming up. Drop. Retford with a drop. Missed it. Just hooked it a little bit. But not a bad idea. And Bradford will be looking to keep Hull KR down in this half. Watkinson with the tap, Holstock. Tackled, only made 5 yards there. Olsak plays his ball. Kelly coming in, good tackle from Brian Noble and Gary Van Bellen. This time Casey gets his ball away. Rovers with a chance. Smith on the outside. Smith going. Well tackled by Pullen. But it's Rovers, Walsh, Hall, Casey. Casey with the dummy. Plays it quickly. Hall slips it back inside. Hartley nowhere to go. Watkinson with the drop goal, miles away. Well, I'm surprised at that, Alan.
Well, I'm surprised, really. With the big lads there, I would have thought they'd have drove in and take the scrum all the time.
Yeah.
It's gives us a ball there.
Gives us a ball, it does. And that's no good. We're better running one, getting somebody hurt like that. Somebody just coming and taking the ball. He's only gone about 3 yards, as Graham. Not going to confuse anybody like that. Retford in. Tackled by 3. Casey and Watkinson among them. Jackson. Bradford making their way towards the halfway line. There's the drop off to Van Bellen. Van Bellen straight into Crooks. Tackled on the halfway line. Noble, Retford. Long ball picked up by Gary Hale. And held on the halfway line. Last tackle for Bradford. Retford, Atherton driving in. 10 yards into the Rovers half. 17 minutes gone and the score 2-2. Feet up given against Noble. Hubbard's coming across to take the kick. Hubbard finds a safe touch. Could have done much better than that with this wind, Alan.
You would have thought so, but
safe.
It's safe. That's it. That's the main thing.
On the halfway line, Watkinson again with the tap. Dummies. Hall, a long wide ball. Hartley. Casey taking it on, trying to get his ball away. Hogan, a bit annoyed he couldn't get to that. Firth in the way, he did well. Here's a good ball, that was forward. Kelly on the run. Rovers on the attack. Hall coming for it. The ball handler, Barons, almost in, it's on the floor. Northern pick it up. Graham Idle down on that one. And Rovers offside. Crooks again, and he's arguing with the ref.
The lads coming up and tackling well there, Alan. You know, the Rovers getting the ball and running from deep, and the lads are really meeting them. That's right, yeah.
Mumby into touch. Brian worried about the ball hitting the camera. Noble, Van Bellen taking him on. Watkinson and Holtstocking. Mickey Atherton. There's the switch, Carroll. Dean wants to move the ball from that position if he can. It's no good having a go himself. Noble finding a space, crosses the 25, good run from Noble. Carroll to Retford. Retford, a wide ball to Jackson, coming back in. Jackson gets the ball away to Carroll. Van Bellen shovels it off, and then we know go passing backwards. Last tackle for Bradford. Carroll Jackson gets his ball away. It's on the floor, but it's picked up by Robinson. Hartley on the far side. Mumby's in there. And Gary Hale. Crooks. Good tackle from Atherton round the legs. Casey doing the ball handling, having a tilt. Len lost a little bit of his edge, carrying a bit of weight, I think. Watkinson, Holstock shoveling the ball on inside. Smith gets it away. Hall probing. Robinson in from the back. Good tackle from from Phil Jackson and Alan Retford. And here's the kick, hoisted downfield by Walsh. Mumby doesn't need to rush this time. Picks up. Mumby. Tackled by Watkinson. Graham Idle. Noble having a good run. Rathbone backing up. Gary Van Bellen taking him on. Could have done with straightening to the halfway line. There's a dump tackle. That should be a penalty. Come on, Mr. Mean. Retford picking up. Wide ball to Rathbone. Knocks on. Picked up. And here's a chance now. Hogan. Oh, and it's thrown into touch. David Barron's in with a good tackle.
David Barron's was a bit high there, Alan. I think it was fortunate not to get penalised. But the referee didn't see it. But you know, maybe we can't all criticise for giving Crooks if we don't.
Well,
you know.
Yeah, that's true.
David was bad
high,
there. Yeah.
Come on, Rovers, get the ball.
That's a Rovers ball. Walsh with it. Hall moving it out wide. Hartley on the run round. Feeds Robinson. Robinson can't get through. Fine tackle from Stevie Firth. But the Rovers going the same way. Hall coming back in, but well wrapped up. Jackson and Mumby doing well. Walsh drop off to Holstock. Is through. Holstock tackled by Mumby again. Play it quickly. Casey. Casey dragged down by Noble. Last tackle for Hull KR. Watkinson, Crooks. Hogan gets his ball out. It could be ours. It's kicked.
Can't be back to one there. Kicked it. Your old man kicked it.
Sixth tackle.
Six tackles, your old man kicked it back.
Retford feeds the scrum, and that's a penalty for feeding. Taken quickly. Hall moving the ball. Hartley trying to find some. Well tackled. Rathbone. Hall again. Pops it up for Kelly. Kelly trying to make progress. Good tackle from Retford. Hall again. Wide ball for Hogan. Slips it inside. David Barron's does well to pick that up.
Graham protected him well.
Atherton takes it in. Rovers trying to pinch the ball. Knock on given by Mr. Mean. I didn't see that one.
Well, I didn't see that, but it was there. And so far, I think the lad's done a good job, Alan.
Yes,
so I'm not bound to pass so much criticism on him.
Retford feeds. Bradford ball. Keith Mumby with the ball. Mumby having a run, pushing men off. Mumby's still going. Mumby's still going. Mumby's away. Who's going to catch Mumby now? Oh, what a run! And that's a great tie from Keith Mumby. What a run from Mumby.
I think, Alan, that's one of the best tries we've seen at Bradford Northern for a long, long time. Keith Mumby coming round one, knocking two men off and having the strength to go on for the length of the field. Great try.
He got that ball. from a poor scrum on the 25, his own 25 there. Alan.
That's right, superb run by Mumby. Really brought the crowd to its feet, and deservedly so, because I don't think we're going to see a better try than that this season, Alan.
Strength, speed,
everything combined.
Yeah. Magnificent try then from Keith Mumby. And he had a heavy tackling stint just previously over the far side of the field when he made 3 tackles.
We know that George Fairburn's a good fullback, but how the hell I can keep on leaving this out the international team? It'd just be
tremendous.
It's beyond belief. I mean, we see him giving these kinds of display at Bradford every week, don't we, Alan?
And he's better this year, for my mind, than he has been for a couple of seasons.
Well, he has. He's got some attacking. He's really attacking flair, yeah.
So on the 26th minute then, Bradford go ahead 5-2. Dean Carroll with a kick on the 25 line. Just hooked it a little bit. But certainly they talk about excitement. I don't think it's anything to beat rugby league when you see a good game.
Well, no, and so far I think it's been everything good in rugby league as this game, Alan.
Yes, yeah.
There's been some good running movement, passing, and good strong forward, and there it's a superb try.
Everything.
Yes.
Yeah. Walsh kicks off deep down to Barons again, uses his knees. Always round Hubbard. Atherton to Van Bellen. Van Bellen on the charge. And the holding off now. Casey didn't fancy that one. Carroll going back. Van Bellen. And there's an incident there. Van Bellen's
Gary Van Bellen now causing Ulkiard a lot of problems with his straight running, and
again he's really looking aggressive.
Right.
Casey, I noticed almost shirked the tackle before, and I think he's a bit annoyed with himself there, and so he had a go at Gary.
That's right, and
he's probably annoyed with himself rather than anything else.
A lot of people in rugby league criticise Gary Van Bellen, but there's nobody with a bigger heart than this lad, and he's really taking these forwards on.
When he's coming strong, yeah.
That's right. Forward. The way he's played today is taking these forwards on, and that's good for Bradford.
Mumby safely into touch. Watkinson just receiving some treatment down on the touchline side while we wait for the ball to come back. Noble taps. Graham Idle, it's on the floor, picked up by Dean Carroll. Well, that was never a walk-on.
Well, I just it's a bit Jackson's hand on the way back, Alan.
Yeah. Redford feeds the scrum. It's a Bradford ball. Mumby in attack again. Tackled by Robinson and Hall. Pushing Van Bellen. Rovers in. Jackson takes the ball. Graham Idle pushes one off. Struggles through another one. Make him work for it. Yeah. Gets his ball away, Jackson. Jackson inside to Rathbone. Rathbone. Carroll. Oh, that's good football from Bradford. And Carroll held. Noble, Jackson, Retford straightening up down the middle, looking for somebody. And it's nice to see Alan Retford taking men on.
Yeah, there is a brilliant move there, taking on forwards in, Phil Jackson.
Rathbone knocking them back. 6th tackle, there'll be a scrum.
We're not being able to identify Northern with the team that were last week, are we, Alan?
You wouldn't play like this, they murdered Oldham.
And I think it was only Phil Jackson different.
Yeah. Well, everybody seems a bit G'd up as well.
That's right, yes. Peter's done a good job of motivating him as usual, but the lads are really playing well.
That's not in. Well, Nobby's done a good job for the ball so far. I just hope we don't get penalised too much.
5-3. He's got that ball again.
Noble's hooked that one on their put-in.
Alan Redfern's got the ball, I think.
Penalty given. Well, Alan Redfern certainly had it when they went down.
That's right, yeah. And I think it was a bit unfortunate to be penalised there.
9 minutes of this pulsating first half. They're certainly bombing us today. Watkinson trying to shout his men on. Bradford up, Holtstock. Good tackle by Atherton. Holtstock down the middle. Atherton got a knock on the head there in that tackle. Bradford one short. Here's the run round dummy, back inside to Kelly. Kelly well tackled. Bradford keep meeting the men, as they'll have to do. There's the run round again. Drop off. Here's a chance for Kelly. Kelly hands to Hartley. That must be a try. A try by the post. Kelly finally breaks down the Bradford defence.
Yes, dropped off for Andrew Kelly and the strength to get out two tackles, and well backed up by Hartley. Keith Mumby could only take one of them, and it took Kelly, and Hartley was the far side of him. Good try, Alan.
Yeah. Good by Kelly.
Yes.
Sensibly handing on, looking for men when he realised that Mumby was coming for him.
Just shows the wisdom that we've always said up here, that if you've got big, strong running back row men,
back them up.
Can make a lot of difference to a team.
So the game switches again with that try by Kelly levelling the scores. Hubbard with the simplest of kicks.
Feeling it, a lot of these players, aren't they? Both sides.
Hubbard taking his time. Just gets that on the inside post. So Rovers go in front, 7-5. 7 minutes to go. Dean Carroll kicking off, drives it on the floor, gone straight to Hogan again. Tackled by Noble. Holtstock on the run, looking for his pass, but he can't get it away. Walsh out to Crooks. Crooks through one, push down, push Gary Hale out of the way. Plays his ball. Oh, and a great tackle from Noble. Noble in. Oh, and a break here by Hartley. Hartley shoveled it on to Smith. Smith. And a forward pass given. Mr. Mean right on the spot.
Right on the spot.
Yeah.
They were next to him. Could have been closer to him, put it that way.
Well, that's just saved Bradford there. A nice break.
Fortunate to get away there, Alan, I think. You know, referee pulled it up for a forward pass. It must have been very close.
Redfern feeds. Penalty again for handing out. This time, Holkiar. Hubbard quite capable of knocking this one over the waist, kicking smooth and steady. And he's kicking for touch, of course. He can't kick for goal, can he, for a scrum offence? But it's more pressure for Bradford to absorb. The last 5 minutes of this half. The lights going a little bit. And Bradford really can do with holding out here. They don't want another score against them.
No, if we can hold out now while half-time, Alan, and the idea actually to get back. Okay, I'll play one of Northern.
Suicide move, a long ball out. Intercepted by Gary Hill. Go on, Gary. Give it him. Oh. And an opportunity gone begging. Gary Hale should have gone towards his man there. He ran straight and tried to lob him a long one.
That's right.
Take it to your man. You can't make a tackle and get back for him.
No, that was an ideal opportunity for Northern to go in front.
Yes.
And either did that, he should have either gone towards his man. I'll give Steve Pullen an early ball and let Steve, the paceman, have the ball.
And that's Bradford ball. Carroll to Gary Hale. Gary Hale to Mumby. Mumby to Firth. Firth. There's the drop off to Barons. Barons is going for the corner. Barons is held on the line. Atherton to Dean Carroll. Rathbone having a go himself, driving in. Phil Jackson in there, handling a long ball to Retford. Retford throws it on the floor. Oh, and again, that was a silly ball. Bradford should have driven it in instead of playing it wide there. Holstock straightening up. Tackle just short of the 25. What a game this is. Casey going the other way. Met by Gary Van Bellen, who's driving him back.
Well done, Gary.
Plays his ball. Watkinson going to have a run himself. Well tackled by Graham Idle. No, it didn't. It's yes, it is Graham Idle. Long kick here. It's going straight into touch. Ball back. Back kick. It should have been downfield, Alan.
Well, that's right. I mean, Northern there stuffing them out with their tackling. I think it's the best game of rugby I've seen for a long, long while. This is Alan. Both teams going from end to end. You know, the excitement. All right, there's mistakes happening, but mistakes are bound to happen.
Yeah. So we scrum again. Rovers feed, Rovers ball, Walsh to Robinson. Robinson, oh, well tackled by Keith Mumby. Short side ball, Hogan. Tackled by Mumby again. Steve's letting him run, Hogan. Holstock, short ball to Kelly.
Well tackled, Mumby.
Bradford one up, one down. A penalty given against Graham Idle. Well, the first knock there was by Kelly. Kelly pushed at him.
That's how it would appear, so, yeah.
It looked here from here, anyway. And Hubbard's going to have a bang at goal. One minute left of this half. Rovers 7, Bradford 5. And we don't want this to go over.
Well, I don't think that's because I don't think we deserve to be behind, Alan. I think we've had, although we've got to blame ourselves for that score chance, but we've done just as much attacking as they have.
Fantastic.
In fact, it's been a very good game, a super game, yeah.
Hubbard then trying to get Rovers 4 points in front. Looks good. It's there. And a superb kick by Hubbard there, Steve Hubbard. That makes the score 9-5 to Rovers.
Come on, Rovers!
And that miss by Gary Hale could be costly.
Oh, I'm sure it could, Alan. You've got to take those kind of chances against a top team like this.
Dean Carroll with a long one this time. Hubbard takes it over his line. That was a good kick from Carroll. Going round the outside. Alan Retford knocking him back. Steve Firth in to help him, and there goes the hooter for time for an absolutely splendid first half of rugby league. Start of the second half coming up then.
Mick Atherton off and through.
Mick Atherton's come off, received a face injury. Phil Sanderson coming on. I hope that doesn't upset our scrimmaging, because we've been doing well, haven't we?
Well, the pulled back actually to 5-5, Alan, but
well,
yeah, we certainly had our fair share of the ball, and that's a lot better than we've been getting in recent matches.
Rovers kick off, deep kick. Steve Pullen using his feet, picking up, going to have a go. Gary Van Bellen taking it on. Tackled by Holstock. Sanderson lost the ball. Kelly tackled. And Sanderson's injured, I think.
It's Kelly.
Play the ball. Wide ball, Hogan going wide, Stevie Firth into him. Ooh, that was an awkward ball, well taken by Holstock. Casey having a run, super tackle by Brian Noble. Hall with a drop down, charge down. Robinson in, back to one.
Charge down, can't be back to one.
No, he's given it back to one. Smith tries to make some ground.
Can't be. Charge down.
Charge down kick, it ought to carry on for the sixth tackle. Hall with a wide ball. Hartley to Kelly. Kelly. Oh, and Hogan on the run. Hogan's in. And David Barnes came in and should have taken him there.
Well, David Barnes had hold of the man there and let go of him, Alan.
Everybody
try
else
for nothing.
Is looking for somebody else. You can't afford that sort of tackle.
No.
Hogan just struggling away. And that's a bad start for Bradford.
Yes, that's just what we didn't want, Alan, an early try.
He got a knock the first time he touched the ball, and
that's right, lost the ball, and we haven't touched the ball since, have we? There?
No.
Brian Noble there, although I think the referee was wrong, actually. Brian Noble charged the ball down. If the ball's charged down, then it's not back to one, Alan.
Yeah.
Still, these things happen.
Well, that's looking ominous now, 12-5. Hubbard with the kick. Hubbard with the kick. The roar from the crowd tells us that's another 2 points. And Hubbard kicking like a dream. And Bradford with some hill to climb now at 14-5 down. Carroll with the kick. Drives it long and low. Picked up by Clark. Dumped by Sanderson and Van Bellen. Casey shoveling the ball out. Good tackle from Phil Sanderson. Casey trying to get the ball away, does so to Walsh. Walsh followed by Rathbone. Pick up. As there's a slip ball inside. Oh, and they're throwing it away, and it's still going. A chance for Rovers now. Bradford has spread a bit thin. Noble picks it up. Oh, and Rovers missed a good opportunity. 3-man overlap on this side that time. Retford, Phil Jackson. Jackson has lost the ball.
Hold the ball. Play yourself in a bit.
Come on, Kelly.
Kelly striding through tackles.
Dean's been rubbish. Run to him every time as Kelly.
Holstock driving it forward. Noble.
Nobody's tackled that.
Noble tackling well. Yeah. Watkinson. The one wide ball to Hartley. Hartley handing on. And a fine tackle by Alan Retford, just knocking the arm down from Robinson. Casey taking it up. Last tackle for Hull KR. Watkinson with the wide ball, Holtstock looking to try and get it, but he's tackled, driven back.
Yeah, we've got to get the ball now, Alan, and hold it for 6 tackles.
Yeah.
You know, just
Steady it down
set
a bit.
ourselves down a bit. We're trying to play, when we've got the ball there, too much football.
Trying to slip balls when we're not in an attacking
That's
position,
right.
drive it out of our half.
We're not even in a position to pass the ball.
And a penalty given against Bradford again. And I think the referee is going to sicken Bradford if they keep penalising them like this. Hubbard kicking for touch, far side, knocks it straight in.
Surprised he didn't go for goal there. I would have done. Good match. Put them away, don't you? Get your points up.
Hubbard with the tap. Walsh slips one. Crooks flattened. Noble and Van Bellen tackling well there. Casey loses the ball, scooped up by Alan Retford, gets his ball away to Rathbone. Rathbone up to the halfway, hang your ball. Stevie Firth in, Dean Carroll.
Take him on, take him on.
Lost the ball away. Penalty to Bradford. Keith Mumby coming up. I think he's kicking for touch.
Alan's playing well this year, isn't he?
He's trained well, he's got that frame of mind. Mumby, a good kick. Deep into the Rovers 25. Noble taking them on. Sanderson driving to the posts. Run round. Wide ball, Phil Jackson catches it again, gets it away to Stevie Firth, who did well to take that ball. Phil Jackson doing a juggling act. Was fired at him. Rathbone tackled, gets his ball away. He must have said held, and a penalty to Rovers.
Again, losing a good position there, Alan. You know, whether Alan could hit him is a different thing, but nevertheless, he did seem to be a late pass. He did come out late.
Oh, Hubbard hooks that badly, but Bradford have to tackle again. We just seem to be going through one of those phases that every team seems to get.
That's right, we're just not getting a bit under the ball, that's it.
We just need something to pick us up again.
Yeah.
Get the enthusiasm going. Crooks driving in, tackled on the 25 by Jackson. Holtstock, Gary Van Bellen towing him about. Rovers with the ball. Short ball. Casey can't get rid of it. Watkinson. Short side. Hall well tackled by Rathbone. And last tackle I think for Rovers. And they don't seem to want to know what's going on. 6 tackles completed.
Last tackle there, well there, Alan. You know, I mean,
Yeah, they didn't seem to know what they were doing there.
You know, apart from the try they got in the corner there.
Every team has these little spells when things go wrong. You're just going to go.
Yeah, I feel if we could get another try, we could put them back under tremendous pressure now.
That's a Bradford ball. Dean Carroll on the run out to Gary Hale. Hale inside. No, he stuck to it. Thought it was coming back inside to Carroll, but he held on to it. Carroll to Van Bellen. Van Bellen having a run. Big strong fella. Tackled by 3 Rovers men. Jackson loses the ball. It's back again. Picked up by Hale, Retford, Graham Idle, Dean Carroll. And we shouldn't have half-backs taking men on like that. Graham should have taken it. Back to 1.
Trying to play too much, aren't we?
Noble, Retford, hoists one. That's a silly one up. Man flattened there. It's the referee's seen it and he's given the penalty.
But then again,
there on the first tackle.
that's I was just going to say it was. We've been fortunate there, but
seen it.
no, Alan kicking on the first tackle.
Yeah,
we're in a good position now. I'm sure Peter was shouting something there.
I'm sure.
But
here's the setup. Rathbone having a run, slips it away. Hale trying to get in. Hale plays his ball. Retford out to Pullen. Pullen's in. And Steve Pullen showing his determination late near the line there. A wide ball out, and Pullen crashes his men out.
The second week we've seen that, and is making a good one is Steve Pullen. Alan's really strong there.
Short scorer.
Yeah. Because the man who shoved out the way was Crooks there, the prop.
Right,
and
yeah. And he takes some shifting.
He does, he can be proud of that try on Stevie Pullen.
I think Retford's going to knock in the process there. He's down on the floor. Steve Pullen got a knock on the head too. But we want Alan back up, that's for sure.
Yes, I think they're beginning to spot Alan, aren't they? This is the only thing, when Alan Redfern starts playing this way, then all the teams start to single him out, and he's a lad who's taken more hammer over the seasons than most teams.
As well as Alan as well this season. He's back up on his feet.
Seems to bounce back though. He's a very durable character, Alan, doesn't he? I mean, we've seen him in the dressing room and seen some of the bruises Alan's had, and the lad does really well to keep going. Dean Carroll with the kick. We can't quite see him. He's just hiding behind a pillar. Come on, Dean. Oh, and he's hooked one again. And really, this is the difference. The goal kicks of Hubbard have been going over. 14-8. That's right, Alan. That kick and it would have put us back in with trying the goal, and we could have been in front.
Yeah.
But, I'm sure that'll gee the lads up now. They played in the last 5-10 minutes now down the
second needed something to get them going again.
That's right.
This will be it. The 6 minutes of the second half gone. 14-8 to Hull KR. Pullen picks up. And almost makes a break as well. Takes the ball to the 25. Van Bellen. Watkinson messing about there. Rathbone Crooks trying to pull the ball out. Rathbone injured. Sanderson taking it forward. And they're having a shot to get Phil down.
Offside here, look at him offside.
Noble and 3 men offside.
Keep the pressure on, lad. Put it in touch, keep the pressure on.
Keith Mumby coming across.
Another good kick, Keith.
Good kick again deep into the 25. Bradford, a chance to exert some more pressure. Another try and a goal would really set it alight. Noble, Van Bellen on the charge. And straight in, my word, he's running today, is Van Bellen. Noble having a run, drifting across a bit. Retford on the run round. Rathbone has a go himself. Sanderson out to Jackson. Jackson slips it to Mumby. Mumby going for the line. He's there. Oh! And Phil Jackson slipping the ball inside beautifully.
Keith Mumby there again, showing just how dangerous it can be, Alan. What a game this is.
And that run by Van Bellen.
Yes.
He really set his stall up to
that's
shoot
right.
somebody.
The lads are really deciding to have a go this week, and anybody that sees them last week and sees them this week, I certainly won't believe it, Alan.
No, I can't. And another Keith Mumby try. Come on, Dean, we need this one. Bash this through the middle. It's there. Three tries to Bradford, 2 tries to Hull KR, 4 goals to Hull KR, 2 goals to Bradford, and the score, there's only a point in it. Rovers at 14 and Bradford 13, and what a game this is. Walsh, long and deep. Pullen takes it again.
We're on Stevie, lad.
And there's a punching in there. Clark's going to be pulled out for that. That was a real belter. And it always happens when Rovers when Rovers get threatened, they always tend to resort to this sort of thing. Mr. Mean on the spot. Keith Mumby with a kick. Finds a good touch. And Bradford on the up a little bit now. Noble to Sanderson. Sanderson taking them forward. Noble to Redfern. Rathbone taking it on. Rathbone plays the ball to himself. Takes it forward again. Don't get too involved, Alan. Steady. Redfern to Jackson. Dean Carroll. But he's nowhere to go. Rovers up. Noble having a run. Noble still going. Crosses the Rovers 25. And it's the last one coming up. Carroll's having a go himself. That's just the same sort of position where Widnes would have chipped one through to the line.
That's right. I thought Dean was going to do that.
Yeah.
It got in his stride.
Experience to do it.
That's right. Got in his stride, Alan.
Made himself enough room, didn't he?
All he wanted was a little push through
right,
there, you know.
Push through and make him chase him. If you get knocked down, you've 2 points.
That's right. Yeah.
Walsh to feed the scrum. Bradford ball. Drop to Rathbone. Rathbone surging for the line. Oh! And he's held 3 or 4 yards short. Offside a mile.
Offside.
Well, Casey must have been 5 yards offside then. And a penalty given against Bradford, would you believe? And that's another 10 yards. Rathbone talking, and that's bad refereeing.
That was bad, Alan, because for first place, Casey were 5 yards offside to come across and tackle the man.
Hubbard kicking this side. Hoy Swan. 10 yards inside their own half. And there's a real cup tie atmosphere here now. Watkinson with a tap. Crook shoveling it on.
That's where he tackled, Phil.
Holstock tackled. Walsh, Casey. Casey driven back. Hogan, well tackled by Stevie Firth. Hall slips a short one, it's on the floor, and it goes back to Holstock, but it's a knock-on given.
Free kick given. Pushing.
No, free kick, yes.
You got it.
Bradford kick for pushing him over.
Pushing Graham out of the road.
Mumby kicking. Knocks it the far side. Ball given in touch. Noble with the tap. Van Bellen powering in again. Tackled by Crooks, but he makes his ground and pushes them back. Noble, Jackson, Graham Idle. Just keep playing it like that for a bit. Just keep it steady.
Keep pressure on them.
Alan Redfern, Carroll trying to find a way through.
Come on, play. We'll be taking forwards with them this round.
Yeah. Noble, Rathbone. Redfern's having a run. And dragged down by the head. The linesman's on. And again we see
Head-eye tackling again.
Head-eye tackling of Alan Redfern. Referee's going to call the linesman out. Holstock and Hall going over to the referee.
Get this one over, Dave.
And he's telling David Hall what he did. Substitution made by Hull KR. Phil Lowe coming on. I can't see who coming on. I think it's Andrew Kelly. It is. And substitution for Bradford Northern. Graham Idle coming off and Jazovic coming on. And our clock stops, so we can't say how long there is to go. But the score is Hull KR 14, Bradford 13.
It's a very good game today. Best I've seen for a long, long while.
And if ever we needed a goal, Dean, we need it now. Knock it at that far post. Carroll blats it through. It's there. Bradford 15. Hull KR 14, and what a match.
What a match. I'll have these lads, what character they've shown and commitment to come back from 14-5 down now to go 15-14 in front.
And we certainly have a game. 3 tries, 3 goals to Bradford. 2 tries and 4 goals to Hull KR. There's the long kick again. Taken by Pullen. Pullen straight in, pushes Low out of the way, and he's going. Great run from Stevie Pullen. Rathbone driving it in. That's a head-eye tackle by Watkinson. And Hull KR offside, 3 men then. Casey, Holstock and Low. And again we'll find Keith Mumby kicking down this side.
Good kick, Keith.
Mumby finds touch on the Hull KR 25. And we're back on. Noble takes the tap, he's off himself, there's nobody in support. Sanderson's going to have a go. Gary Van Bellen has a go himself. The switch to Carroll. Rathbone. Well tackled. Jazovic, wasn't it? Jackson. Jackson felled. Same way, go same way. Redfern with the drop goal. It's there.
Yes.
No, not given.
Worth a try.
Just looked to rush it a fraction.
Yeah, it was just a bit of a flap about. I thought it just flapped over, Alan.
Must have gone under. So Hull KR now trying to get out of the 25. Holtstock tackled by Rathbone. Little run from acting half-back. Casey taking the ball on, met by Noble. Good tackle from Brian Noble. Hall trying to make some space. Dragged down. Jazovic and Sanderson in there. Ball's played. Watkinson's going to have a run. He's lost the ball. It's on the floor. An offside given. Allows you to do that. Well, must have gone off somebody.
Well, they must have said it must have hit one of the Northern players, but I thought we were a bit unfortunate there, Alan. But nevertheless, he's give it, so we got to get on with the game.
Hubbard with a kick. Safely into touch. And Bradford have to tackle. This could be the vital spell if they can hold them.
Yes, if we can hold them now.
Holtstock.
Still low, filling.
Low.
Side down there.
Great tackle from Jazovic. Casey trying to make some progress. Phil Jackson in, spotted him well. Hartley picking up and having a go down the middle. Van Bellen there with Mumby, giving him some support. Casey, it's closed up on your end. Up we go again. Hall.
Don't let him run, don't let him run.
Hartley slips on the 25. Last tackle, will they go for the drop? Hall out to Holtstock. Smith's going to come back in. Somebody's got to take him. He gets his ball away. Holtstock out. It's on the floor. It's picked up by Steve Firth. Steve Firth spotted that one and he's in well. Barons is going to have a tilt. He's off down the far side, but he's well tackled by Hogan. Noble, Rathbone, Sanderson taking us forward.
Get him on side here, look.
Sanderson again injured. Run round, but Rathbone's decided to have a go on his own. Gets his ball away. It's fed back. Jazovic. Jazovic picks up. Gets his ball away to Gary Hale. Gary went back into the ruck. Redfern, Carroll, Jackson knocking one man off. Still running. And a good run from Phil Jackson.
Drive another one in at him. Drive another one in at him.
Holstock's injured. Carroll trying to dodge his way around. And that's 6 tackles.
That's right. Yeah.
Instead of just diving to get in there and passing.
We need to keep it in there. That was the thing I wanted to.
Scrimmage. Gary Hale with a leg injury. Being seen to by Ronnie Barrett. Vital ball coming. It's a Hull KR ball. They've gone blind. Hogan. Barron's in on his man. Casey taking it in. Jazovic with a tackle. Hall trying to make some progress. Crooks throws it on the floor. It's well taken by, can't really see, is it Robinson? Yes, it's Robinson. Low on the run, but Noble in with a great tackle on him. Hall. Holtstock gets it over the top, but Alan Redfern's there and takes it.
Get him on side.
Barons, he's off. Barons drives it forward like a second rower.
Stick him on.
Oh, ball on the floor. Picked up by Dean Carroll. He's going the far side.
What will they do, mate? What we can do there?
takes the ball forward. Jackson slips it away to Noble. Noble on the run. Noble's away. Oh, he should have passed to Gary Van Bellen. He had Van Bellen in support. Van Bellen's having a run, powering in, and that's into the Hull KR 25. Firth, Dean Carroll, Alan Retfern, taken by Jazovic. Last tackle coming up. Retfern, Rathbone. Rathbone only knows one way, and that's 6 tackles.
That's playing well there, Alan. Taking them on, taking them all the time. Gary Van Bellen, Brian Noble having a super run there.
Noble and Van Bellen. I think Van Bellen for me has been the man of the match. I had to pick one.
Yeah,
he's tackling and he's been.
I think all lads have showed a hell of a lot of character, but Gary Van Bellen's work rate today and effective work rate has been really outstanding. Yeah.
Bradford 15, Hull KR 14, and we don't really know how long there is to go. I'll say about 8 minutes. We're guessing at about 8 minutes, but that is a guess. Sanderson just receiving treatment.
Put the rule under post, couldn't we? You know, put it at 6 points.
It looks as though that might be an eye injury. Only about just taping Sanderson's forehead up. Scrum down, and we could do with some ball. Walsh complaining he can't get it in. Mr. Mean wants them up. In goes the ball, it's out, it's play on. Mumby takes it. He tackled.
Come on side, look at this fella here.
Van Bellen
Hold the ball, Gary.
gets his ball away to Pullen. Pullen has a little tilt, he can't get so far, but he had a go. Jazovic drives in. Sanderson, Rathbone. Top of goal, isn't it? Sanderson's having a drive. Still going. Oh! Oh! Is he there? He's held just short of the line. Oh, Robinson takes the ball. I think if Alan had ducked through there, he might have got in. However, you can't see everything. Watkinson bringing it away. And Bradford will have to try and keep them there if they can. Holtstock tackled. Retfern stops him. Van Bellen's over the top. It's juggled all over the place. Mumby's got the ball. Jackson out. Well taken by Gary Hale. And Bradford a chance to exert some more pressure. Rathbone runs into the physio. Noble shovels one out to Dean Carroll. Jackson inside to Gary Van Bellen. Carroll switching it to Jazovic. Jazovic well tackled. Barons will have a run for the far corner. Corner there. Still the score, Bradford 15, Hull KR 14. And whatever the outcome, it's certainly been a thrilling match as this, Alan.
Yeah, it's the best game I've seen for a long, long while, Alan.
Kick through and a penalty against Bradford.
Ball's kicked after them.
Come on, Bradford, get up and get back quick. Nothing you can do when it's given. Good kick from Hubbard. And again, Bradford will have to do a containing job if they can, see if they can hold them there. Holtstock feeding it out. Crooks tackled by Jazovic. Holtstock again, well tackled by Alan Retford. Short side ball, Casey coming back inside, can't get his ball away. Carroll injured in that one. Hall low, trying to get his ball away. What's that? Hole in his man, he says. Well, penalty to Hull KR. The referee's trying to get him back in this end, I think. And again, Hubbard makes sure.
Come on, Nolan, hold out now. Look at that for 10 yards. It's been 20 yards, is that?
Well, that's a long way back.
Thing,
there's a 10-yard marker. Bradford standing there. There must be 15 yards back. Almost 20, as you say. Crooks driving in. Tackled. Here they come again. Holtstock coming in. Well tackled by Sanderson. Here's the switch on. Hartley. Forward pass. Steve Firth down on the ball. David Barons is off.
Come back inside, David.
They've lost the ball. It's play on. Hogan tackled by Barons. And it's all boiling up. Paul, Hartley, well tackled. Picked up. Long ball out. Robinson in. Robinson driving in. Vital time. Crooks with the wide ball, Hartley, forward pass, low, crashes in, and the referee still hasn't given it. That was certainly a forward pass, a wide ball out, Smith, Hartley, dragged down short. And Mr. Mean, right on the spot, does not allow the try, and a kick to Northern for double movement.
Tackle the lad, he'll give you well to get cover there. Well to cover.
And Olkar paid a little bit for moving it then. Somebody should have had the run.
Oh yeah, what a forward pass, one of the low tuck, yeah.
No justice was done because there's been two forward passes from Hartley to Low.
That's right, but you know, players are players on, you play on, don't you? You can't blame them.
Van Bellen taking it in. Bradford need to use the 6 tackles to drive it away. Rathbone over the 25. Sanderson pushes one man off. Dummies, takes it forward. Play on, back to one. Jazovic down the middle. Jazovic still going. Jazovic on the run. Hang on to it, Dick. He's still not down. Hall niggling at him. Retford to Carroll. Rathbone should have given. There were men spare. Bradford doing well, coming back. Rathbone injured again. Plays his ball low. Gary Van Bellen. Well tackled. I think that's the 5th tackle. Barons, Retford, Jackson.
Get with him.
Jackson going. Gets his. Oh no. No, this is the last tackle. Retford, Sanderson driving.
Drive it in, Phil. Well
Tackled on the 25. And nobody really making a positive effort to get with him then.
No, I think the lads must be really tired now, Alan. They've done so much work.
Tackling and running, yeah.
the ball now.
Scrum's collapsed. Mr. Mean trying to get the scrum right. It's out, and that's a penalty.
Penalises again.
Bradford penalised for foot up. Hubbard Knocks it in the touch down the far side. Van Bellen and Mumby, joint men of the match. Don't give any silly penalties away, lads. Short side ball. There's the ball on the floor. Steve Firth coming through for it. Holstock, play on, the referee says. Holstock gets his ball away. Low tackled on the halfway line. And everything's going to happen in this next few minutes. Hall with a wide ball. Robinson side down by Jazovic. Now here they come again. Hogan. But Bradford have men up in numbers this time. Walsh shovels it out. There's a long high kick. Mumby's there.
Second key.
Oh, it's dangerous things though, high up in numbers. Pullen having a run. Pullen going across. Pullen still going over the 25. That's a great run from Steve Pullen. Rathbone down the middle. A head tackle from Watkinson, but it was safe. It wasn't too hard. It was too hard. Rathbone.
Play the ball, Alan.
Plays his ball. Gary Van Bellen. Into Crooks. Pushed down by Holstock. And now looking weary. Sanderson. Trying to push his man off, but he can't get it away. Fifth and last coming up. Retford having a run, well takes it over the halfway line.
Yes, well done.
They like to get the end, don't they? Yeah. That's it. That's all we get. I think the putting's more valuable personally.
Walsh puts in. It's Bradford ball. Rathbone trying to run it through, and there's a victory for Bradford Northern, 15-14 in a scintillating match. That's been a sizzler. Rathbone just got another elbow tackle right at the end of there. But what a match.
What a match, Alan. The character of them lads out there today, I think they're really, by showing themselves up last week, and I think the pride has showed them what we really can do. And for everybody to write to us like they've done, it's a tribute to them players and to Peter Fox to get them the way that they have done, Alan.
Game,
superb game, and 14-5 down to come back and really produce it good.
Not much niggle really, good football.
Anybody that's been at Odsal I'm sure will come again next week if that's the kind of brand of football they're going to get.
League at his best, isn't it? Hard, played well.
Yeah, there wasn't a bad one on today, Alan, was there? No, everybody working, the work rate was tremendous,
yeah.
Particularly the forwards. I mean,
That's
a much vaunted OKR
that's the best top-class game I've seen Gary Van Bellen play.
Well, Gary Van Bellen has shown why he's in the international squad, hasn't he?
He's joint man of the match with Keith Mumby.
That's right. I mean, you've got to give Keith it, but Keith give the launching pad, you know, with that superb try in the first half. But Gary has just showed why he's a Great Britain player.
Yeah. Well, after that breathless match, we look forward to the winners here on Wednesdays. Is it at home on Wednesday?
Yes, we're at home on Wednesday to either York or Battle if the winners of that.